Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have the historical rules event for you. Our first round is going to be the Anderson's counterattack, followed up by the Colquitt defense. Before we get into this, thank you to our YouTube members for the support. If you'd like the support, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Regiments for today, on the CSA side, you have the Hamptons Legion, Hood's Division, Army Northern Virginia, 6th Alabama, 2nd United States Cavalry, 6th LA, the French, 9th Corps, the Kentucky Outlaws, 17th Michigan, 6th LA, the Italians, Jenkins Brigade, and the Shenandoah Regulars. Whereas on the Union side, you have the 51st New York, 11th Mississippi, Lee's French Legion, 6th New York, 20th Georgia, 30th North Carolina, 88th New York, 6th Arkansas, 13th Georgia, the Irish Volunteer Brigade, and the 53rd Ohio. Something to note, 6th Arkansas balanced over from what I saw from Union to CSA, so appreciate the help with the balance. Speaking of that balancing, server pop right now is 256. Union right now up by 2. Huge imbalance there, that's for sure. In terms of artillery, CSA doesn't have the option. Union does, and they have 6 on that artillery. So as a result, the infantry imbalance is going to be 4 in favor of the CSA side. Frontline reporters for today. On the Union side, you have Flores from the 11th Mississippi. And then on the CSA side, you have Killer from the Army of Northern Virginia. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live streaming, send me a link and I'll put it in the pinned comment of the video. Also in the pinned comment, we're doing the 2nd Yearly War of Rights Awards. And we need help nominating groups and people for final categories, so please check that out as well. But anyways, Anderson's counterattack, it's a 5% ticket advantage to the attacking CSA side. The attackers and defenders were not allowed to move until the 42-minute mark. At that point, they could start quick timing or double quicking, but they're not allowed to sprint until the 30-minute mark, and they're not allowed to use bayonets until somebody hits the next morale stage of engage, currently in battle ready. So on top of that 5% ticket advantage, CSA weapons on this map, they have the 2nd North Carolina and the 4th North Carolina. Both have the option of the Enfield Springfield 55 and the 42. Springfield 42 shoots buck and ball. It's a shotgun, and CSA is going to get right up there in the Union lines, trying to get this rock, a pivotal defensive point for the Union. 11 Mississippi trying to hold the 6th New York behind. A and V for CSA in particular, pushing up aggressively for the CSA. Union defense, on the other hand, they have the 9th New York with the Springfield 61 and the 89th New York with the Enfield. So, briefly overlooking this map, you got the point of contention in the center of the open field, but a lot of the action happens in the woods to the west side of the point. CSA likes to take this area, and if they can take the woods, they can get real nice shots on Union, who would have to be in the open area here, or CSA could push Union back towards the Union main spawn, which is back there. But usually, CSA tries to get the first set of rocks here, which, when we watched Grand Campaign do this match a couple weeks ago, very bloody, very violent on these rocks. And Union was able to hold it for a significant amount of time. But Union's not keeping their whole team over here to defend, trying to spread out in the woods, which, on top of the 11th Mississippi and 6th New York, who are over here, IVB, 30th North Carolina, shifting guys to defend that left side as well. Union center, you have Union flags holding back to protect the respawns with 13th Georgia and the Lee's French Legion. Over to the right side, you got the 88th New York. Looks like some 6th New York are spawning in with them. I don't know. I mean, if I were Union, right, you could really try to push up here into some cover and try to get some side shots from the CSA. I know you're trying to play defensive and hide, but I mean, 20th Georgia here pushed up to a nice little spot, not really being threatened by the CSA, and assumingly getting some nice shots on the CSA side, which you do have 8 shells starting to loop around the rock, right on the edge of out of bounds, if not out of bounds themselves. Look at that. Trying to run up, get some shots, and fall back. So on top of A and V and 8 shell, looks like 2nd U.S. Cav is mixed in with 6th Alabama, a little further back. You got the French of 2 Corps. And then the center of the CSA line, you got Midwest, 9th Corps, and HD TKO. And then guys that are really far over on this side, It's Jenkins' brigade, and then the Italians of 2 Corps shooting it out at a distance. Union slightly down on tickets to start. What you normally expect on this map, I mean, most of this map's fighting is in the woods. And if CSA can get close with that bucking ball, it's going to do some damage. And I mean, the disadvantage is that Union side's not, I mean, CSA is committing half their team to these rocks, and Union not trickling, or well, they're kind of trickling, but they're not committing a whole lot of groups to the rock side, which is letting CSA easily take the ground and get some nice shots on Union, especially if a regiment tries to defend the rocks from the Union side. They're just going to be blown away with bucking ball. But officers in this event, they don't have a Steam chat. So if they want to communicate, they gotta talk to each other in game, or just see what their friendlies are doing and react accordingly. Can be a beautiful thing to watch sometimes, that's for sure. So, because I mean, what's our server pop again? I mean, 260, that's a good amount of guys. And I mean, especially when you get the 300, 350. I mean, if we zoom out right now, defenders can defend a huge part of the map. But besides that, 6 Alabama pushing up, 30th North Carolina, IVB getting flanked. Game bot. It's going to be a nice couple kills for CSA. Looks like some 6 Arkansas went there as well. But, I mean, Union, you get to these high pops and the defenders can defend the whole width of any area. And when the officers have a Steam chat or can communicate through the in-game text chat system, it can be, you know, very easy for a defender to be like, hey, the opponent's charging this way, and they can react very quickly and plug gaps. But when you don't have the instant communication, you don't always get that. And that can sometimes be a beautiful thing. Not for the defender, but it can give the attackers a little bit of chance. Like you have a map like Eastwood Skirmish, for example. CSA has a very... I mean, it's a defensive line. It's a big snake fence across the map, essentially. And Union has to cross an open field. And the past few times we've seen that map, if the defenders can instantly communicate with each other and they see Union move and they react instantly to where they go, they stop it 10 out of 10 times. And so...
there's a flag down over the hill. Oh, they cut it up.
It's neat to watch no Steam chat events every once in a while. It's diverse. What a word that is. Not controversial at all. So, I mean, the CSA left groups that we saw here, the Italians, the 2 Corps, and Jenkins Brigade, they're pushed up. They're, you know, getting some distance shots on that Union artillery, which have rolled the guns back. The battery position being on point. Not a great one. I don't know why guns. I assume the artillery is based on the historical battle, but I don't know the specifics of South Mountain to know off the top of my head if guns were here, but I would assume they were if they were here. But that is a really crappy place to have it. Just thinking of game design. I mean, artillery's what? Going to shoot into the woods? The odds are you hit a tree.
Oh, here they all come.
We love trees. Oh no. The battery's been overrun. We love that pop-up. That, you know, you can turn off all the UI in this game except for that pop-up. It looks like it's just the Italians and JB that shifted onto that spot. Not on point. Actually, they probably are on point. Yeah, they definitely are on point. Union's holding it, though. They can cap it from the edge of this woods a little bit, which is nice for Union. DSA can also cap it from the edge of the woods over here as well. So, these point drawings are really weird in this game. But Union team kind of seen it already. Haven't really pointed it out yet, but they've fallen back off the rock. Again, trying to keep a little bit distance with that bucking ball. Union, though, in this kind of shootout. As, I mean, they're about to hit engage, which means bayonets will be live. And we're very close to where both sides can sprint.
Northwest guys are popping out.
And indeed, here they come. A and V, no surprise there. trying to push up a few guys here. They're out of bounds. I think they're trying to maybe spread out or just pop some shots at Union, but not a whole lot of fire from A and V there. Union picked it up right away. Are these rocks in bounds? They're in bounds. Can you even climb up on them? You can probably climb up onto this rock and then run over to this one and then hop up here. It's kind of funny. It'd be fun if there was a map just all rocks. That'd probably be terrible.
Still peeking.
Love the rocks. Beautiful little things. Nice for landscaping, that's for sure. Who needs mulch anyways?
A little over a minute until we can sprint. We should have bales on soon.
Indeed. CSA, you know, they've had a very good start to the game. They just hit Union to engage, so bayonets are now a go. But with sprinting going to be live in a minute, knowing at least the CSA who are up here, especially A and B, I would not be surprised if they just charged in right away. Union's got a nice little defensive line here in the wood line. All of CSA is not together, although you do see some shifting. And so it'll be intriguing to see if CSA wants to get aggressive and charge or not. Now, the shootout's gone well for them. They've been up about a fourth a stage, at least as of late, which is a good sign for the CSA side. But do they want to pick up the pace, or do they just want to continue? 30 minutes is a lot of time. Should note 6 Arkansas, very aggressive group as well. You can hear them down there. They are going to go in here right when the 30-minute mark is hit.
Sprint east, let's go. Forward HL.
Hoorah! Let's move it east!
Hard right, hard right, hard right.
Hard right, up the hill!
Hard right, up the hill.
Keep going, keep going!
Right into him.
What shots from below the Mississippi. They shredded the start of that, but there's a lot more CSA to come. It's going kind of trickle. Although Mississippi's going to charge in. Rest of the Union countercharging in that, holding very decisively. Real good hold by Union. I mean, Union could have a chance if they keep going to try to get CSA flags down on the rocks.
Well, hold on, AMV's flagged up. Stay, come back.
Race.
Get him, this scum!
So great shots by Union when CSA charged in. Really well done. HD is going to try to reinforce the rock, which will even charge here.
Hey, yeah, we're here to take it back. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Our rocks. Thank you.
Get it, HD, get it.
So HD is going to take the rocks back. First US Sharps moving over. CSA able to get their flags out. And even if they would have died, they would have been within reasonable range of being picked up. Although CSA did lose one flag up here. That's kind of deep into the Union line there, or at least on it. Not too deep. CSA still up on tickets. Can't complain with that, but really good hold by the Union side. CSA all spawning back at main, and especially with that company not able to have those mobile respawns anymore. You know, that's going to kill a few minutes off the clock, and that is the killer of this event. For the attacking side, is that, you know, you start at 42, you can't sprint until 30. There's the bayonets rule, but that doesn't really hurt you too much as an attacker. Just makes charges go longer if a charge does happen.
I think that's mostly 88th.
Yeah, we got most of us here, right?
But you're just really hindered at the start of a match, and I mean, you get wiped once or twice, and it'll take you, you know, 3, 4, 5 minutes to get formed back up and ready to go as a team. And a huge amount of time. I mean, out of a 45-minute match, 5 minutes isn't too long, but, you know, it happens once or twice. You know, you just lose a lot of time there. Because, I mean, Union and CSA, both about a third of the way through engaged right now. And they had taken losses, then breaking, and then their final stage. I mean, we're almost 20 minutes into the match here since the 40-minute timer. That will be 17 minutes since both sides started moving out, but almost halfway through the match, essentially. And neither side is, or more so, the defender is not down as far as maybe you'd want. Generally, if you're trying to keep a consistent pace as an attacker, you want to hit the defenders down to engage by the 30-minute mark. We saw that. Now you need to hit them to taking losses by the 20-minute mark. And I guess by that aspect, CSA is doing fine so far. But, you know, if Union wipes CSA once or twice more, then that could really be an issue. But alas, we'll see what happens. CSA pushing up. No surprise on this right side again. They'll probably try... I wouldn't be surprised if they just formed up and then charged it again. Union holding on top of the rocks. It's 11 Mississippi and A&V 6 Alabama. Oh, sorry, all of them are just going in.
Don't go over, come back. Hold the rock.
Keep firing at him.
Watch our left.
Flank.
On the right side there, Nitty.
Hey, watch east, watch east.
There's guys to the left. Take some steps to the right.
Oh, killer. Is that my little A and B queen? Okay, man. Okay.
I don't know if they heard him.
No, you want it, Farm.
Oh damn, that's a lot of fucking units up there.
Everybody else is going now. Everybody else is going now. 25, let's go.
25. Big 25. HL's going to start going. I assume A&V, 2nd U.S. Cal. The rest of the CSA has to get involved. They are, but maybe a little spread out. Here we go again.
Watch our right, boys. Shoot, spear ball.
CSA moving out the right side of the rock, maybe trying to get around 11 Mississippi, who's charging in.
I want an enemy.
30th NC leads the way.
Get the flags out of here, run.
So Union will hold the charge again. CSA is forced back, but they are protecting their flags. And it looks like that CSA flag that was down here either got picked up or despawned. But tickets are fairly even. I think Union's slightly up. Something you don't see too often on this map, but that happened last week as well, so...
Tirez nord, tirez nord. Formation à droite, formation à droite.
Tickets are even. Still up there reinforcing that rock.
Tenez le feu à volonté nord-ouest, les gars. Restez sur place.
Hey Daniels, I'm seeing that they're
The next time I die, I will be able to take off.
So CSA is going to get formed up on that side. Both sides very close to taking losses. Time's not really too much of a concern for CSA anymore.
Okay, you want to shift it to the right?
Form on the right side of the 11th, 30th. Right side of the 11th. Make sure you're in a double line.
CSA have a couple of guys moving out of main, but CSA didn't lose any of those flags, so it's not too surprising. I mean, CSA is formed up again very fastly just because they're able to keep all those flags up. CSA first to drop to taking losses. Union line, all forming kind of one facing towards the rock.
New line, boys. Aim low. Aim low.
Keep it up, 30th.
That just looked really weird from this angle.
To the left of the rocks, that's due Midwest, you know? Get into the cover.
Concentrate fire on the right side, gentlemen, the right side.
You're end up in a fire.
The Union has taken losses as well. Union's done a good job of keeping this game close. If they wipe those CSA flags, it's going to be a huge little change in combat. I mean, CSA hasn't fully gone in together. I mean, they kind of went in together in the last charge. It just wasn't wholly together. And actually, it looks like some CSA are moving on point to early cap it. Which, I mean, it's not going to hurt the CSA at all here. It's going to force Union to shift more attention over here, which Union doesn't have to leave the woods to cap point. But if Union does leave the woods, I mean, that could let the CSA right side, you know, charge in on a weakened Union. But it looks like they're not waiting. They're going to go now. So CSA reinforcements pulled up and stopped the Union countercharging down to the flags. CSA have some more reinforcements rolling up 6 Alabama, plug that right side, which 20th Georgia tried to exploit. So good hold from 6 Alabama. But CSA, this is the best shot they've had so far all game. I mean, Union had a decently sized group. That's NYV shift over to hold the point, but it leaves them a little more weakened on this side, and CSA probably going to win here.
Come on, bitches. Come on, bitches. No way, I didn't. Oh, fuck, sorry. Oh, shit.
Attention, ça arrive derrière.
Bien joué.
Kill these bastards. Hey, look, Sterling behind you. Get that flag. Get those flags.
And so CSA will win the charge there pretty well. I always forget in the trees you can't go up like that because you just can't see anything. But Union loses 2 flags there. 3. And good charge there from CSA. CSA up on tickets now, so the cap distraction does its job, pulls a good amount of the Union away. And as a result, CSA charged in. But Union's only got 1 of their flags. CSA still, they're formed up past the rocks on the tinier rocks. We love the rocks, don't we?
We're shooting into an enfilade if you look east.
And CSA, if at all possible, should try to prevent the Union from getting these flags. 5-minute despawn timer on that. I like that. You know, you got A and V, 2nd US Cav pushing up near the flags to make sure Union Rambo can't run over and get it. Although what would be pretty funny is if a Union Rambo went and picked up the flag, CSA let him, and then you shoot the guy dead, just so it resets that 5-minute timer. But a 4th of a morale stage until Union hits breaking. That's when CSA can cap and win. The CSA being up on tickets, there is no reason to early cap this right now. I mean, you can pre-cap. Pre-cap just means, you know, partially capping. Union would gladly take an early cap right now because if they retake point, you know, they could regain a 4th of a morale stage in tickets. But Union pushing out of their main spawn, they might just... They're either going to... Honestly, it probably... I mean, they can sit and shoot this out. Which they'll just get shot down the breaking and CSA is going to be close to the point. Union could just charge in and try to outright take the field. But that's going to be a little difficult to do. But if I'm Union, CSA's capping right now, and I see if they do fully early cap. If I'm CSA, you either got to scream to the people to tell them to get off, or you got to charge in here and hit Union to breaking. Or else you're going to give the Union a chance to regain tickets or hit you into last stand since you're considered the defender during an early cap, because the roles switch. But it does look like the CSA on point are shifting away. Still some CSA on point somewhere over here. Either HD or these 2 core guys that left point are still on it. 2 core guys here are the closest. CSA should just charge in. Oh, what are you doing? 6 New York moves on to the point. That's going to prevent that cap. That's a mistake. I mean, when you get this close to breaking, there's still a little bit of wiggle room before Union hits breaking. But if you get this close to breaking, there's a little wager. It's right. It's like if CSA is capping, do you wait to see if you hit breaking or not before you go in? Because you don't want your team to hit breaking and then CSA just cap and win. And then it's like, well, you were next to the point. You could have done something. On the other hand, though, you know, if CSA has guys on point, you want them to early cap so you can regain tickets. But it's a decision to make. NYV shifts on the point. They're going to at least hold it. Union has 2 flags down. Brother Thruel tries to get it. I don't know how. Okay, I was like, if he got out there, they'd be impressed. And I mean, that just resets the 5-minute timer there. It's a good little strategy there. It's a good little strategy.
This is a big ass party, man.
We shouldn't have this many people on one company.
But Union hits breaking. If CSA caps point, they win.
It's all good, man.
Hey, Cloud, I think I'm going to take my guys to the left and shoot across that field.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be surprised if CSA at least set some groups on the point, which TKO and the 2 core guys are shifting back onto there again. They're going to start taking it. Union might have to charge. They're going to have to. I mean, if CSA takes the point, they lose. What are these 6 Alabama guys doing? Thank you, Porb from the 11th Mississippi, for taking over the floors. Some issues today with streaming. I mean, it is what it is. We appreciate Porb's help here in Flores as well. It's like Canada for 20th Georgia is going to be a frontline reporter today as well, but you know, some things just aren't working. It is what it is. Appreciate the help nonetheless. So, CSA starting to back off, getting on the edge of the woods. I presume that's on point. And Union's going to have to make... It might already be too late. I mean, Union's on point here. I don't think they're on the point, though, if they're on this side, 30th NC and IVB. I don't know if that's on point. Union's starting to push out from the woods.
Watch out, they're coming south.
And also, don't die and kill them.
And so, 11 Mississippi kind of going in. They get wiped by 2nd U.S. Cav. 20th Georgia now going in. Union's, though, charging in the open. They're not on point going on the right side of this. I'm pretty sure. What an arty shot, though, from Union. Sheesh. But it's too late. That's going to be the end of our round here. CSA, you know, very simple strategy, and yet it is a winning one. Man. I mean, this map generally has been CSA bias by an extreme amount, just especially with that buck and ball, but as of late, the past couple of times, and maybe this is because of the increased rifle accuracy, maybe it's because it's a 5% ticket in balance instead of 10%. The devs a few months ago added 5% more tickets to the defenders, but in terms of tickets, this map was played very competitively. And I mean, it took CSA a couple times to actually break the Union. And the time they did break the Union, it was just them going to early cap the point, which pulled Union away from that wood line and made them focus on the point. It was a good little move, and CSA was then able to take advantage, push through, get up near point, and then once Union hit breaking, they just capped in and won. Union responded way too late to that. But yeah, good first match. We will see you all shortly for the second round. Here we are with the start of our second round, the Colquitt's event. Wow. Events? the greatest English here provided to you on the Battle Line Network. Colquitt's defense, serve a pop right now. It is 267. IVB did balance over, I'm pretty sure, to the CSA side. Yep, there they are right there. So appreciate the help with balancing. It's perfectly even, 134 even on each side, 268 total. And artillery-wise, each side has the choice. CSA taking 8, Union taking 7, infantry and balance. In favor, it's actually of CSA by 1, who's now up by 2. So Union attack, it's a 21% ticket advantage on this map. They have the 2nd Wisconsin with the option of the Lorenz and the Springfield 61. And they have the 19th Indiana with the Springfield 61. CSA defense, they have the 13th Alabama and the 6th Georgia. Both regiments have the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 55. So Union can go one of 2 ways on this map. Traditionally, Union has liked to go down this left side and make a push into the woods and just try to completely take over the woods, push CSA up to the top, which is by their spawn. And then once they hit CSA down, they can run down to the point here and capture. Mind you, the road up here where that half-stone wall is capable from up there. And that's usually where you see teams fighting over it. Again, they could not move out to 42. No bayonets until 30. And no sprinting. Sorry, no bayonets still engaged and no sprinting until someone... I said it the 2 times in a row. We're off to a great start. No bayonets until engaged and no sprinting until 30. There we go. But, yeah. Alternatively, sometimes Union likes to go up that far right side and sometimes likes to charge up the artillery or try to fake the CSA out and cut down to the woods. But, yeah, CSA side has shifted pretty quickly to defend their most right side. 6th Arkansas, IVB, A&V, Midwest, and 9th Corps, most extremely there. HL in the mix as well. Further up the hill for CSA, you got TKO on the road here with HD and 1st US behind. And then really up the hill, you have the French of 2 Corps, and further off to the side, the other half of 2 Corps, the Italian CSA artillery, focused up top as well. It's a nice spot to overlook the entire map, although that's why Union also likes to get into this woods, is because it nullifies that CSA already in a huge way. Down on the bottom here, you got the 30th North Carolina and 53rd Ohio for the Union side. You know, causing some damage there, or at least keeping CSA halted on this side of the map, which maybe could give the Union down here a window, but Union's first push is halted. Their second push now starting to push up again. I don't know why they're stopping right outside the woods. NYV pushed up most extremely. 6 New York's going to go, and 8th New York is stopping. You got more Union pushing up behind. I don't know why you'd sit in the open, still crunched up. Get into the woods where there's scattered cover.
My cousin Vinny.
You have to be in double rank above, I think, 10 guys? And so that's why they're still very crunched up, even though, you know, you would think in the woods you'd want to spread out a little more. A&V and 9th Corps Midwest, the most forward CSA group on top of this position.
Shoot him down, lads. Shoot him down, shoot him down.
Keep it up, Michigan.
And I mean, so far with CSA holding Union back a little bit, CSA's up a 4th of a stage.
Shot one kill, fellas. Go on.
6 Arkansas up here as well.
That's some bitch right there.
Got some 6 Alabama pulling behind. I mean, I'm a little... It doesn't feel like there's a lot. I mean, there's a fair amount of CSA up top. And kind of in the center of the map as well. It just feels like CSA is very spread out when they really should try to mostly be down here. I get there's a Union group over there that's kind of harassing, but you don't need too many guys up there. CSA starting to collapse from the hillside as well. HL and TKL are going to get some nice shots on Union line in the open there. And so Union is shifting at least one group to counter. LFL on the rocks, gonna get some nice cover and go up there.
Ok, allez, sur Daddy. Allez les gars, on passe.
And I'm surprised Union's just not trying to get up and personal with the CSA.
They're moving up. They're moving
I mean, they shootout is just not working for them.
Hell yeah, good shit.
Company,
Me
one
see it.
slow to Crescent left on the NYV. Form one line.
And I mean, you can see the effect of CSA getting out in the open, HLTKO getting nice shots. It's going to force 11 Mississippi in the woods. Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised they're not pushing forward. Well, Union's getting shot down there. You got LFL here, obviously. Union artillery, you'll notice they're up there. And for now, I mean, CSA, it's working out well for CSA, them being spread out a lot more. Union, you know, they're very crunched in this tiny area. They can't go too much further to the left because it's out of bounds, which is the unfortunate thing, at least for Union. CSA, though, backing off a little further to keep distance from Union. Maybe have a little more cover here.
Yeah, we're gonna start moving up to these rocks in front of us.
And because of that, Union's starting to inch forward a little bit, which Union desperately needs that. Oh, that was a weird arty shot. All right, I will say there's like the game feels a little finicky right now. It a little lags a little. I'm gonna quickly restart my game and then we'll be right back. Surely we won't miss anything. All right, apologies with that. The zoom in feels a lot more smooth, which is a good thing. When they were switching the maps, I think they accidentally switched the map pack to the same map pack, and when you switch map packs, it gets a little finicky. With the game sometimes.
Hey, gents, on this line right here.
It used to be you couldn't even switch map packs in the game. You had to use G-Portal, the server hosting site, and restart the server. Which is why if you go years ago, you know, if you wanted to play an event, you had to be on the same map pack, same maps. And then when they introduced the ability to change the map packs in game, a very good feature, there's a lot of crashes that came with it. It's a lot more smoother now. Not a lot of people crash, but some things can still happen when that happens. But Union starting to push up a little more, as we saw, getting on top of the big old rock. CSA falling back a little more. I'm surprised. I mean, maybe CSA felt they were taking too many casualties, but I mean, tickets so far in their favor, and the more they let Union into the woods, the better it's going to be for the Union side. And I mean, 11 Mississippi starting to push forward, getting on some rocks. I mean, they are right along the CSA defensive line here, which is kind of wild to see.
Gentlemen, yeah, directly in front of us. Pop barrels east, light them up. They're getting around the rocks.
Are they on this big rock, boys? Are they on this big rock?
Get that flag.
Like that. Yeah, they're right over east.
And so 9th Corps is going to shift over to help out A and V there. I mean, you have some CSA that'll pull further up the hill back, HL and TKO. And 9th Corps actually just went up to that rock. 11 Mississippi is going to back up as a result.
Step out and pop them.
And they'll fall back to where Union's at. I mean, ticket gap is still about 1/4 of a stage here. Probably a little more. It's honestly 1/3 of a stage. And, I mean, soon Union's going to hit engaged, which will allow the bayonets to be equipped. In a minute, we're going to be able to see the Union side sprinting. Which, if the... You know, you might see Union pick up the pace a little more. I mean, they're down on tickets. That's obviously one thing, but I mean, they're just not doing good on time at all. And I mean, CSA, you know, they've slowly backed up, letting Union kind of take more and more of this woods, I think, to avoid casualties and play a time game. But at that point, it's going to come down to how aggressive is the Union side going to be. You know, once we get to this mark, are they going to charge and be aggressive, or are they just going to keep the shootout going? Keeping the shootout going, at least based on the current pace, is not going to work for the rest of this match. It'll be intriguing to see how Union plays this versus what we saw last round with the CSA, who, you know, once the 30-minute mark was hit, they charged.
Got 2 units there.
They're a hard fucking.
HL looping around, trying to get more of a flank. Looks like LFL pull off the rock. CSA's already here. Would you look at that? TKO, second US cap. CSA is kind of encircling the Union here, which, nice part about War of Rights. I mean, you hit tab and you see that both sides have similar player counts. And if you see that your opponent is super spread out, shooting at you from all different angles, do not be afraid, for you know they are thin. And if they're very thin, you can punch through very easily. They're not thick like the Union team is. But, I mean, you'll see this a lot in this game. Teams will get grouped up in a tinier area. The other side will just completely encircle them and shoot in from all directions. And at that point, if you don't punch out, you're kind of screwed. Now, luckily for Union, though, CSA is pretty far away. And, I mean, Union, even though they are clumped up, they are in good cover. So, I don't know if they'll be shot down right away. Probably not. I mean, they've been there for a hot minute. But if they punch out, they should have some success. But they need to do it quick before the CSA can respond. 20th Georgia pushing up.
You guys didn't have your base.
So, good little charge out from 9th where they wiped 20th Georgia, but they get wiped themselves as 11 Mississippi cleans up the house. Union hits engaged, bayonets, and sprinting with the timer being under 30 minutes now allowed. And they're starting to push out. CSA, realizing this, shifting from the open, are going to try to hold the flank. Again, Union can have a choice. They can charge up the hill or charge this side. I mean, nice opportunity. So, Union team pushing up, wiping a little. But again, not a lot. They got to keep pushing the pace. 6 Arkansas really going around for a flank. NYB is going to charge him out.
Get the tickets, we're attackers, get the tickets, we're attacking. They fucked it. They do not have insurance.
It's a nice flank. It looks like 6 Arkansas turned the charge in, which, you know, if CSA wipes Union from the woods, you know, and you get flags down, Union's going to be out of the fight for 5-10 minutes. That's going to be incredibly huge for the CSA side, but you got to have some numbers with it. I don't think they could go much further out that way, though, at least if they're trying to get flanking shots just because of the boundaries of the map. But those are some nice tickets I'm sure Union will appreciate. You could hear Parker talking about that.
Get your kids, Night Corps, load and hold, right face. Night Corps, we're moving northwest.
But Union could give themselves more time by early capping the point. Would stop the black timer, but they've got to push out. Speaking of pushing out, 30th NC and 53rd Ohio, I think they're still with them. I don't see any 53rd, but we do see 30th. They're pushing up to the top of the hill. CSA seeing or starting to respond to that, at least in a couple of different areas.
Independent fire south, gentlemen, south. You can see them.
I'm shocked they stopped here. But they're acting as a distraction. Look how much, or how many, CSA are pushing towards 30th North Carolina here. I mean, that's the thing with these no Steam Chat events that, you know, are pretty neat, is that if it's like in Conquest, same thing, right? If there's someone harassing you on your rear or your side, your flank, right? You don't know if your friendlies are going to move to deal with it, so then you'll move to deal with it. But if everyone has that same line of thought, you have a lot of groups moving for a tinier Union group. And I mean, 30th North Carolina and maybe 53rd Ohio is pulling a good amount of CSA that way, giving Union a little window in the woods. But look in the woods, CSA is completely around the Union side. I mean, LFL is starting to pull back. 11 Mississippi shifting to the west side, but Union's got to move. They're in a crossfire right now. They're in the hornet's nest. Remember the what was it? Shiloh reenactment they did. I don't know how long, like over a year ago.
Yeah, there's CSA up there to the west.
This is where they simulated Hornet's Nest.
CSA west.
Easy shots to the west.
Except I think they did it on the Conquest map instead of the Skirmish map.
Easy shots,
What about
easy
10 to
shots,
12
west,
guys up there
west.
I'm looking at right now?
Yeah, yeah. Come out, you rapscallions. I saw you face.
Fall back, I'm Mississippi.
11th Mississippi go.
But that cross, I mean, you could see the deadliness of the crossfire. Union starting to pull out of that position. I mean, CSA is just keeping their distance and firing from all sides. Now, TKO is getting a little devious here.
Oh, right here, right here.
Trying to get some flags. Good little wipe on their part. IVB joining TKO.
Attendez. Contre-ordre. Gauche, on va passer par la gauche parce que c'est bout de map.
LFL in 13th, right in this little crevice here.
Alright, let's pull back.
Spoon trying to go in and get it. He dies. Rest of the Union falling back. CS the top of the hill. Charge down. Not a bad idea there. You shot Union down a great amount. There they go.
Keep going.
Chase him all the way to hell.
I'm gonna beat you with this.
Fuck you, pal. Fuck you, pal. That's right.
I got steel for your
Yeah, that's right. Hey, fuck you. Hey, come here. Fuck you. Fuck you. I knocked your head off. Yeah.
And that's a huge wipe for CSA. Can they get Dan Hagman down?
Southwest. Good shot.
Good shot from Decoys. Flag is out of bounds, though, so it'll be a 30-second despawn time instead of 5 minutes. Union, though, losing 2 flags there, and they are completely pushed out of the woods, down 3/4 of a morale stage with 20 minutes, a little over 20 minutes left. This is rough. And it looks like Union up top got wiped as well. Down a flag over there. Is Union already's counter battering here? I just saw the little cannon do a little hop. Get them hops. And with those, sorry, I guess the flag on the rock was out of bounds too. But Union down 1 flag. Union will get that back for 4 minutes. And again, great job on part of CSA there. They completely surrounded the Union. And the fact that double ranks is a rule, Union all clumped up in a tiny area, which they could have spread out a little more, but they'd still be pretty clumped up. And CSA just shredded them down and then eventually charged them out as Union was starting to get out of there. Union, once they were surrounded, which is going to take a second to obviously pick up on that, you need to charge out or just retreat right away. You can't sit there in an encirclement.
Not great. Ok, ils sont en train de partir, on peut aller
Alright, 13 down, meet up quick.
Avec mon en avant marche.
And the server announced FYI executing prisoners is a war crime, and now the chat is arguing if that's valid or not. Gotta love these moments here. The Union's gonna push out of their main spawn again. Rip those 2 guys. Not a bad idea for CSA just to throw bullets this way and hope something hits, or rather throw lead. Throw lead sounds a lot better than throwing bullets. I don't know. But not all of the Union. 11 Mississippi joining 30th North Carolina this time. Union down 2 flags. They're probably just going to gun it up the hill. I mean, you could see CSA is already starting to react. You know, the strategy I've seen on Colquitt, a good amount. Ooh, that guy's lucky. Is that Union will pull at the beginning of the match, will run up the road. Run the road, as they say in Rust, or something similar to that. I don't know. They'll get here, they'll start charging up the hill, and then fake and charge right down in the woods. Because at that point, when you're over here in your Union, you're forcing CSA to make a decision. Do I want to hold over here, or do I want to hold on top of the hill? Because both of those positions Union wants to get, and CSA doesn't know. So they either got to pick up at the hill or the bottom. Union charges up here, and then they can fake or just keep going depending on where the CSA go. It's a strategy I think the Union side's got to do more often. 11 Mississippi on point, trying to cap it. Rest of the Union just charging in. Which Union at least maybe getting a hair. Not a whole lot of guys here though. Especially without those flags to get respawns, which they're going to keep pushing in the woods. NYV, the few that are left trying to get that flag. They should not pick it up. They don't have enough guys to do anything. CSA holds strong on this front. 11 Mississippi, most of their guys here on the side of the point, or on the side of the stone wall that's not on point. TKO and IBB have pushed up on top, and they are on point, which is why Union stopped 11 Mississippi being forced off. Union hits taking losses. CSA already so close. Second U.S. Cav is going to continue pursuing this. Union, at least 30th North Carolina, trying to get their flag. But this is real rough. You get what 11 Mississippi was trying to do. They were trying to get on point early, cap it to stop that timer, give them more time. Looks like NYV picked up that down flag, and they're being chased for that. Maybe. I assume they have that flag up anyway. Second U.S. Cav, I don't know why they charged this. There's no reason. You're just feeding Union tickets at this point. Maybe they thought there was going to be more reinforcements. How is NYV not dead yet? Sorry, I keep hopping back and forth while talking really fast. Yeah, NYV picked up the flag. I don't know how they're not dead. I assume the flag bearer is the furthest guy out, trying to get out of bounds so it despawns within 30 seconds. But anyways, yeah, maybe second U.S. Cav thought that the rest of their team was following to try to get a wipe, but they were the only ones to go in and get wiped. I mean, CSA's up by, 3/4 of morale stage in a phenomenal spot. But, all those little things can add up. Again, probably won't affect anything, but you don't even want to chance it, right? CSA's played a pretty great game so far, and, there's no reason to risk it. So, NYV able to get that down flag picked up and ran it out of bounds, so they'll be able to recover it very shortly. Union getting wiped in that charge, now formed up and moving out again. And, I mean, unless Union early caps the point to, give themselves more time or has some crazy charges, this match, it's probably a CSA victory already. But looks like a lot of Mississippi and 30th North Carolina are going to start moving up. I assume they're going to go up to the top of the hill. No reason to stop here. CSA already gets a nice little shot in there. All the Mississippi in front, trying to mimic tout corps the Italians. And Union's just ignoring them. CSA shifting. A lot more CSA shifting in the rear side as well. That being HL trying to protect the guns. We're going to have some action on the guns. CSA shifting up from point as well. Union's very strung out here.
Oh, fuck you, bud. Fuck you guys. Fuck you.
And so, at least, Union, well, they actually do win here. 30th North Carolina pushes up. 11 Mississippi got wiped, essentially. But 30th North Carolina is still alive. What is the flag bearer doing? I was like, oh, he's out of bounds. Okay, he's going to die out of bounds. That makes sense. And then ran it back in bounds because they won the charge and ran uphill a little bit. It can be a little confusing down there sometimes. It's just, it can be funny to watch from up here at times. But 30th North Carolina looks like they're surrounded. Yeah, CSA's played a phenomenal match. They've just encircled the Union regardless of where they've gone. And Union hasn't really had a response. I mean, the only time Union had a chance was in the woods, and they just sat there for a few minutes and got completely shot up.
Break low, shift right. Back west, head west.
Break low, shift right.
Shift right, triple quick.
I mean, it's almost a whole morale stage difference now. Oh my. The ever-changing battlefield.
They might push up the hill to try and reinforce it.
Well, it looks like Union did a feint move, pushed down the hill, and then gunned it the opposite direction, maybe to try to confuse CSA, but I mean, CSA on the bottom of the hill just aren't moving. So, but the issue too is, I mean, along Mississippi and 30th North Carolina are wiped. At least one of their flags down now despawned, so they got both of them out of bounds, which means they'll be able to get them back in. But Union's not a full team right now, and I mean, CSA split up, but regardless of where Union goes, CSA will outnumber. And Union, at least NYV and 20th Georgia here, trying to get on point to early cap it to stop the time or give themselves more time. But CSA even now is in a kind of an encirclement all across the map. CSA on top of the hill collapsing, trying to get closer. There's cover here, and they're going to get absolutely beautiful shots, HL is. Look at that. And we can just watch the fatalities.
Get flag up. 88, we need you on our right.
But none of us left.
Move back, about face, go, go.
And Artie getting even a little involved there. That's unfortunate. You have another Union group dive. This is over. Well, Mississippi is just going right to the point right now. Not a whole lot of them there. CSA should be able to shoot them down. NYV lost their flag. You have some more Union up by the barn. Or sorry, the house. Wouldn't that be a beautiful house to live in an area like this? I mean, to just wake up every morning and overlook this. I mean, oh man, it's so beautiful.
Back to the rock.
Remember when going on the trip with Sussy Brigade guys this summer for Civil War battlefields? The Airbnb we stayed in were kind of in the mountains, in between Gettysburg and Harper's Ferry, and just driving through up there. Some of the houses were kind of like that, except they were way higher up, and you could just oversee for so many miles. It was gorgeous. That'd be the dream, right there.
Yep, grab cover right here.
Like,
And a bit of fire if you can.
man, just imagine having like a PC with a big window behind it that overlooks a whole beautiful area. That'd be so cool.
About 80 yards.
That'd be something. There's just a wall behind my PC. Praise be. But, you know, it is what it is. Can't complain too much.
Nice.
2nd U.S. Cav, 13th Georgia getting into it. 2nd U.S. Cav really likes the snake fence. Can't ever really complain too much. Complaining, unfortunately, doesn't do anything but worsen the mood. But it can be nice to do at times. 13th Georgia LFL here. HL's pushing up. TSA's might be getting a little bored here. Might be having a little fun here. Got a couple Union guys. Is London, Mississippi still alive down here? That's quite impressive. Not for much longer.
It was a good server with you boys.
I give up. Oh.
Poor guy.
I guess you didn't give up and die.
Yeah, I mean, this is something. I mean, it's just a good round by CSA within the parameters of the match that we have. Got some Union trying to assist LFL and 13th Georgia, which aren't fully wiped. NYV's back.
Right.
No, now, go,
Charge
go,
him
go.
on one
Now
third.
face, run.
Wait spawn, wait spawn.
Kill them all, kill them all, kill them all, kill them all.
And like that's a confusing thing here. Did 13th and LFL just not see NYV charging in there? Because they were right there. At least 13th was, LFL a little further up. I don't know if they just didn't see NYV or they're just like, nah, NYV can have the fun there. We're gonna reform. It's a very thin house.
I'm pilot, guys. I'm pilot.
Also, the brick changing colors is something too, and type as well. Huh.
Group up here with CCR on this house independent. Pull in beyond the house independent fire.
Little campfire up here too, which
You guys want to push down the road and see if we can get the flag back?
it's funny looking inside of some of these. They spent, I don't know how much time they spent with these houses, but you don't really ever go into
We
them.
gotta do something here. We're running out of time.
You can hear the Union guys yapping. Can you even,
We don't have the
man, the
numbers.
bathtub.
They outnumber us on
There's a
that.
friendly unit behind us. Let me go talk to these.
See, if there's no sewage here, then what, you put the water in, take the bath, and then where do you dump the water? Out the window? That seems like the only thing that makes sense, but then why would you have the bath up here? Man, the random questions. Wow. Alright. Anyways. Oh man, Union have pushed down from their main spawn. CSA A and B is charging. Union hits breaking.
I love flying Union. I love flying Union. I love flying Union. I love flying Union. So much fun flying Union. I love flying Union.
More to the left.
Here comes some more CSA.
Go to point. Go to
CSA up and over. CSA up and over.
CSA up and over.
So Union will hold the charge. Normally kind of risky for CSA just to be all out charging, but again, they're up by over a morale stage. 8 minutes left in the round. Union's trying to get on point, I presume. NYV and 13th Georgia. HD getting a nice flanking spot with some SR guys as well. You have 20th Georgia here. They're going up and over. But it looks like 88th New York is going to be the ones on cap. It's like I don't even know if they realize HD's right there. And you got some good CSA shifting up there as well. And here comes CSA. Wanted to make sure that point's capped.
Charge! They're charging! We gotta give them steel!
Get ready! Pay this down! Shoot them as they come!
Nice arty shot from Union.
Come here, you rebel bastard! That was us, we're dead! Good job, stay together!
I killed one! I killed one!
Sorry, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Oh, we got it. We got a second line coming right there.
So CSA get the whole nice collapse in from multiple sides. More Union have pushed down into the center here. LFL. And you know, you can cap the point from here, but this is not the area you want to cap. I mean, you can just see the strong defensive position that the CSA side has. I mean, they're behind a little half-stone wall on point on the high ground. It's a perfect spot to be in. Beautiful. But I mean, really the second half of this match, Union's just completely disorganized, which I think they kind of realized it was over and then just, you know, kind of gave up from that point on.
Well, that was a major success.
Huh. Up the pipe we go. Pipe we go. What a gutter. It's like, that's the crazy part about this. Okay, is it? Okay. So they have the bath up here and the outhouse over here. I like the little star through here. There's a little ventilation thing. That's kind of awesome. It's so wow. That's the real neat part about this game is they put... Everything looks really good. And then you don't even notice a lot of it when you're playing the game. That's just... I think that's a good thing, if anything. Nice arty shot from CSA. It's a beautiful game. 13th Georgia on point, backing off CSA pushing.
All right, welcome to MTV Cribs, ladies and gentlemen. Here is my crib. This is my crib. Come on in. Come on in. It's right in the middle of the battlefield. Welcome to MTV Cribs, everybody. First, we have the little spin mill, right? This is amazing. This is peak quality 1860s, top of the line. All right, we go over here. This is our dining table. This is where we sit and eat every single day. We're doing a bit for Eagle. One moment. Then, here is the stairway. The admin is mad at me, so I'm gonna get out of the house. I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, Flores. We'll think about a second episode soon, based on the results of the percentage of people watching at that very moment in this video. Anyways, Union's all grouped up by the White House. NYV gonna be the first to go in. HD gonna initially hold this. And this is the last hurrah for Union.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, you Rambo.
Hey, we're walking here.
Hey, fuck you, rebels.
I'm walking here. 2 steps back. Hey, Confederates, you suck ass.
So, CSA shifting from the wood line. They try from up top. They fail. Pushing from the bottom now.
Give me a new pistol, twin. Give me a new pistol. I love it when you reload. I killed it. Blood. Start looking into point.
Shoot the bad guys. Shoot the bad guys.
I killed one. Fuck you,
Right here. Turn around.
And CSA will get the win there. I mean, even if Union won the charge and got the cap, right, CSA needs to be in the breaking stage for Union to win automatically. So they'd early cap. They'd become the defenders. And then CSA could just hit them in the last stand, since Union would be considered the defending team at that point. And then CSA could just cap and win at that point. So Union's in a no-win situation right now. But since they're the attacker, this charge in should hit into their final stage of final push. Again, the normal stage for the attackers. Last stand is for the defenders normally, but again, early cap flips the roles. That's why that's there. It can be a little confusing. The skirmish, you know, whatever dev or the devs designed this game mode, very impressive. It's a very complex, a very rewarding mode to play. Especially if you can use the mechanics to the max, which you usually don't see in the European events anyways. But again, it's just a play style. The different ways of play styles. It could be a beautiful thing. So CSA on the top road, Union trying to cap from the bottom here. You're just not going to win that, but where else can you go? I mean, you could charge up top there, but Union's really spread out right now. I mean, you have a chunk of guys moving from main, keeping their flags up on the top of the hill to make sure they don't lose them. That doesn't really matter anymore. 2 minutes. Here comes the Union team. Look at that look at that view. Some CSA charging down to try to meet them. And Union hits final push. Would normally drop the black timer down a few minutes, but since the timer's already so low, it doesn't get dropped at all. Infinite tickets, but very limited time. That's a CSA flag down. 9th Corps.
What the fuck? Why am I in the middle of a Yankee line?
Keep winning, boys.
Well, I mean, it was certainly an attempt from the Union side. CSA you know, they encircled the Union anytime Union made some aggressive push, and they were just able to shoot them down and force the Union out. And then they would charge in, wipe a good amount, get some flags down. Union really just deorganized after they got fully pushed out of the woods. Deorganized. But, yeah. Union really should have, once they started making some gainway in the woods, they should have charged. They let the CSA get around them, and then they sat there while they were being encircled. And Union just was not aggressive at all. But that's just huge props to CSA. They played a good game. They responded in a very good way. It worked out for them. Union just didn't respond to the CSA's reaction to the Union aggression. And so, it is what it is. Good 2 rounds here. Look at those flags. The detail, at least on the regimental flags, is insane, especially the ones within the blue area of the flags. What is this screen? Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do with no ads. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, daily clips channels as well. And if you're playing in this match, whether it be recording and uploading later or live stream, send me a link and I'll put it in the pinned comment of the video. Also in the pinned comment, War of Rights yearly awards. We need people and things nominated for the respective categories. But regardless of all of that, appreciate you all. It means the world to do this every single weekend. And we will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and God bless.